They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts.
Let's go.
He finds Devontae Smith. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Philadelphia.
Are you still moving it? Is it done?
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This one brought in by Brown. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the Bears,
from the 31, here comes a 2nd and a yard. First carry for Saquon Barkley.
He's ready for all the smoke.
Gets the first down. Nice gain.
I know I'm late.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And an Eagle first down.
Hurts to throw.
Oh, he got catch then.
It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Where's that great pot for silver?
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here.
Hey, I forgot A.J. Brown ain't on the squad no more.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts.
Oh no!
And intercepted.
I threw my first pick 6.
From Oregon. And the Bears are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They run. It's the former Eagle, DeAndre Swift. And he'll get about 6 there. Setting up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Oh, yeah. So you can have both points.
They'll get creative here on the.
Hey, I told these folks on Twitter why they got, man.
Good pressure from the backside. Left them nowhere to go. And no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
Come to the line for 3rd down and 5.
What?
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Fought for and a first down. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal. A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears.
And this is an element of Caleb Williams' game that we see him scramble a lot, Mike. We saw him do it a lot in college and now early in his NFL career. But he's always trying to remain a passer. But when he does put the ball down and activate himself as a scrambler runner, he can be really effective, especially down here in the tight red zone.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start with an option play to the right. They'll pitch it to Barkley. A terrific run. He's got this one down inside the 30-yard line.
Gordon on the tackle. A gain of 46 yards on the play. First down, Eagles.
Hurts to the air on first down. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Complete to Saquon Barkley. A gain of
We
18
are
on the
through
play.
one.
First down,
7-0 is
Philadelphia.
our score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Saquon Barkley. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 8-yard line.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That one pulled in by Brown. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Hurts again. Rolling right. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
You know, once he broke the pocket, Mike, I actually thought he was just going to call his own number and become a runner. I thought he had some green grass out in front of him to take it in, but he decides to put it in the air instead and falls incomplete.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That one just getting worse and worse until they finally bring him down.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after 1st down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
Oh, the pressure all over him. He goes down again. Jonathan Grenard. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long. 7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. We'll come back to Soldier Field following this. Third and long. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand.
Man, still on the bull, man. Still on the.
Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
So they have it 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now Williams going to keep it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
24 yards.
A gain there of 24 yards. First down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Flush to his right. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Williams. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense, and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
On 3rd down, here's Swift. So the Eagles will use their first time out here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Kick 3, dog. Kick 3, dog.
They'll indeed go. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt. But at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you. And let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
A first down throw for Hurts. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
On 2nd down, Hurts. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Forced out wide. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It is a big play for the Eagles. And even 30 yards. Come to the line now for first down and 10. Hurts. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. So, not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. Now Hurts. And that's a good positive run. Give him 6 on that first down scramble. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. To throw on second down is Hurts. Good coverage there in the end zone, and is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football. It'll bring up third down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Third and short, and Hurts will throw. On the run to the right. And he's close to the first down, but still a good couple of yards short. So that's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles are back within 1. It's 7-6.
By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Give him 11 to start the half. And a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 6. On the option, it's Swift. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handled it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Good play calling rhythm. Drive continues. Another 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Swift. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
At the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Once again, it's Barkley. He's inside the 25. And he will score. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The kick is good.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles are in the lead by the score of 13-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He's to midfield. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
You know, Mike, for a lot of guys in the league, the best way to make an impact as a rookie is through special teams. And anytime you can make yourself valuable, find a way to contribute, you do it. And that was a heck of a return right there.
And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll go again with Swift. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Williams. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And now it's fourth down.
Results in a fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And he will go down under the pressure. They got him. That puts a serious dent into any chances of mounting a comeback. They'll turn it over on down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Here's a handoff to Barkley running left. There he goes, inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch.
GG's, GG's, GG's.
He's got another one.
GG's.
Second touchdown of the evening.
First one of the day.
For the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Khalif Raymond to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down. Here's Williams now to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 10 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Bears first down.
Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Another Bears first down.
To throw, it's Williams. Whoa. And he'll wind up getting halfway there. Not bad. A first down gain of 5 on the scramble.
Campbell on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Exiting the pocket right. He's got it at the 7. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. 28 yards on the gain, and it sets up 1st and goal.
First down.
I'm your #1 fan.
They'll run with Swift. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down, goal to go.
A pickup of 2 brings up
Swift
2nd and goal.
Is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach.
You're so good at this.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll drop to throw.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Talk things over before third down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, as they'll discuss what's to come. Fourth down is looming.
It's now fourth down.
So, on fourth down, here's Braden Mann to punch it away for the Eagles. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And he's not going to get away here. Great coverage. They pin him down inside the 5-yard line.
At their own 5-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. A run with Swift. He had the touchdown on the previous drive. Give him 8 to start this one.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
3rd down and 2.
Here's Swift. 1st down and more. Past the 25. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout. And they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the 4th.
1st and 10 at the 27.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
They'll come up now for 2nd down. To throw is Williams. That is complete. Odunze working across the field. And they'll be set
GG's, my boy.
up past the 40 with that one. Here we go. One final play. He'll let one go
Shit.
down the middle. And that's going to be intercepted.
Another night.
Picked off by Andrew Bakuba. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play, and the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team.